Grand Prix, live on NBCSN Saturday night, midnight Eastern. Nico Rosberg, he was able to extend his championship points lead in the last race. It's 23 points now over teammate Lewis Hamilton. Should be a great race. Again, that's Saturday night, midnight Eastern for the Grand Prix. We have one more round of qualifying to go, and it happens quickly. 5 minutes is all they will have. 12 drivers all fighting for the pole. We saw Alex Bowman go out there and post a 27.52. Can he back that up?
I think he can. I think the 88 looked good. We commented how the car had very little movement in it. I think he can, and more importantly, I think he must. Because I think Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott, Casey Kane, Martin Truex Jr., they have a plan all to go out here and try to find a little more speed.
Well, what a great battle between guys trying to win a championship and guys trying to make the year. If Alex Bowman could sit on the pole, that would be huge for him. Casey Kane, we talked about people need to have something good happen. He's one of those guys. A.J. Allmendinger with a good run. So all those guys need something good to happen, and you have other guys trying to win a championship.
Crew Chief, I have to ask you. Alex Bowman went out early in that second round, and we thought that the strategy would be give yourself as much time for those tires to cool off, but he's decided to be the first one on the track again.
Well, I don't think the track's going to change much in 5 minutes. Maybe it's nerves. Maybe he's ready. He's excited. This is his name to prove himself, to prove his name in this car. If he's ready, let him go.
We'll see how much confidence he has. We'll see what the mark will be. He is on the clock now.
Just so smooth. That time he bottomed out a little bit, car moved around just a touch, got up the racetrack. We'll have to see how much that hurts him. Maybe he tried to drive a little bit harder, pulled on the line, trying to push a little too hard.
I agree, Jeff. He missed the bottom of 1 and 2. It looked like he got to the bottom of 3 and 4, but how much did he slow the car down to get there?
So this is the mark everyone will be shooting for. Bowman, 27.55, just off of what he was able to run in the second round. Allmendinger, another one of the non-chasers that had a great run the last round, 27.68 for Allmendinger, 82 for Logano.
Denny Hamlin coming to green. You saw him run that high line 3 and 4. Steve, we talked about it, just trying to carry that momentum to the line, trying to carry as much speed in turn 1 as you can.
Oh, you heard the hesitation with the throttle. He just couldn't commit.
He went to the throttle so quick that he had to ultimately come out of it. That's what this he said he was on the splitter.
So fast around this racetrack. Denny Hamlin, third quickest, 27.81.
Kevin Harvick's making a run at it.
It's going to be close. Harvick to the top of the list, 27.54.
Good job, bud.
I love
Rodney never gets
I was
excited.
going to say, I love Rodney's enthusiasm. That was Rodney showed us at his finest. That's a good job, bud.
Rodney jumping up and down, screaming. Rodney's good job.
Good job, bud. Carl Edwards, 6 poles already on the season. Doesn't look like he's going to grab another one here at Charlotte.
Well, he just took the green. He knows what it's going to take. The team's told him what the speed is. Saw the car bottom out right there.
It's up the racetrack, and you see that's where the speed was. He was trending green until it bottomed out and went up the racetrack.
Haven't seen a lot of speed out of Carl Edwards in practice or in this qualifying session. And now he's about a little over a tenth off as Martin Truex Jr. hovering right around half a tenth. Edwards goes 4th quickest.
Yeah, but the problem they seem to have now is this ball speed is so fast that I don't believe you can have a bobble in 1 and 2 and be able to make it up at the other end of the racetrack. I think you're really looking for perfect corners at both ends.
And Truex with the big wiggle in the middle of 3 and 4, but still 4.
Had the left side tires on the white line, not just at it, on it. And green entering turn 1 for Kyle Busch.
Tight, it just didn't get to the white line quite as clean as he wanted it to.
He's not far enough off though where he can't make it up. If he can have a clean 3 and 4, he's still in contention.
You heard though, just too tight. He can't get back to the gas.
Under a minute to go.
How about Tony Stewart training in the green? this final trip to Charlotte, heading into 3 and 4. Be a great story if Tony Stewart could do it.
All the way down on the whites, and he'll slip into the red. Tony Stewart, though, 4th quickest. Chase Elliott, 3rd quickest, bumping Tony Stewart down to 5th. Jimmy Johnson now taking the green.
In the 5 for Casey Kane, he is just leaving pit road now. It's going to be very close to see if he'll get the green flag. He had trouble in his first attempt.
Pretty sure Jimmy Johnson, I'm pretty sure he got on the splitter too hard. You saw sparks flying from the front of that splitter as he turned into turn 1, never got to the bottom, got up the racetrack, just destroyed his speed in the middle of 1 and 2.
Casey Kane did take the green. You see him at the bottom, trending in the green.
And across the stripe for Jimmy Johnson. He goes 11th quickest. Logano tried another lap. It didn't work. He stays 10th. Casey Kane further back in the red. He's not going to be able to improve. Kevin Harvick. An impressive performance by the 4 team.
The opening round 2, the first winner, Kevin Harvick.
And the bull is still, with Bull Tweed, he's still doing it. He's still attacking. That's his thing.
That's right.
But he's doing qualifying race every week.
He's been able to win. He won a race in round 1.
See if Rodney smiles. See if we get a smile out of him.
Let's go to Dave.
Still thrilling to qualify here at Charlotte, and Kevin Harvick does it again. What was the difference in that lap?
Yeah, I just felt like I got to the green a little bit better. The car was too loose the time before, and I got to the green better that time, anticipating, and got through 1 and 2 good. Felt like I gave up some in 3 and 4 coming to the checker. But all in all, just got to thank Bushbeard, Jimmy Johns, everybody on this team, Chevrolet, Hendrick Engines and Chassis for everything that they do, and everybody at Stewart-Haas. This has just been a fun car to drive today. Hopefully we can get it dialed in for a race trim.
I was going to say, what does that tell you then about the rest of the weekend and the possibility of starting this round with a win?
Well, we struggled when we first rolled off the truck in race trim and got our car better and better. Applied all that stuff to qualifying. So hopefully what we learned in qualifying, we can apply some of that stuff to the race trim stuff and go from there.
Kevin Harvick is #1 tonight at Charlotte, Mike.
I'll tell you what, it doesn't get much closer than that. Alex Bowman came that close to getting his first Sprint Cup Series pole. What was that run like for you?
You know, honestly, we didn't put the greatest lap together there in the final round. 1 and 2 got a little free in and didn't really keep it on the bottom like I needed to, or I wasn't able to commit to the throttle. But 3 and 4 was really good. Just got to thank Exalta and Hendrick Auto Group, Nationwide, everybody that's on this car. It means so much for Hendrick Motorsports to take a chance on me and to put me in it for these races. And just really thankful to be here. I hate that we didn't get the pole there. We were so close. You know, it's definitely my best starting spot by a bunch, but you'd always like that pole.
You got your best career finish just a few weeks ago at Chicagoland Speedway. How much confidence does that give you going into this race on Saturday night?
Definitely a lot. You know, anytime you come to the racetrack with Hendrick Motorsports, you obviously have a lot of confidence. But man, we got great Hendrick horsepower under the hood. The engine shop put a really good piece in it, and it's a brand new race car. So really proud of the race car that we brought to the racetrack. Definitely unloaded a little bit off, but obviously we made huge gains in practice, and I think we got a shot at it on Saturday night or Sunday or whenever we're going to get this thing in.
I think everybody would agree. He definitely has a shot of it. He starts on the outside of row number 1, Dave.
Mike heard Chase Elliott say when the lap was over, I thought that was good enough to get it. Where would you say you lost it?
Well, I thought I lost it in 1 and 2, and then they said I lost it in 3 and 4. So I need to go back and look and watch. Obviously, I wasn't right on where I thought, but I don't know. Really proud nonetheless of this whole 3M group. Appreciate everybody's hard work, man. We've been working really hard to try to get better, and this has not been a very good place for me historically in qualifying. So, or in the race for that matter, but definitely in qualifying. So I was really happy with that. Really proud this whole team is and should be with that lap. So we're excited for Saturday night, and hopefully we can better that.
I got to ask you, making multiple passes through tech inspection cost you some time there. You were hustling to get out here. What's it like to jump in with that amount of time getting ready?
It's kind of part of the game. I think these days we see it pretty frequently in this deal, and throughout, Xfinity racing and now into this stuff this year. It's kind of just the battle you play and the game you got to fight to push these things to where they need to be. So I think that's kind of part of it. We still have plenty of time, which is good. So good starting spot, but it's just a starting spot. You have to also recognize that and try to go get them on Saturday night.
Solid team effort. Chase will start third, Mike.
And Carl Edwards will roll off 8th, Dave. How'd you feel about that qualifying effort?
That's a really good race car to be 8th. I screwed up 1 and 2 a little bit, but man, that's fun. That's fast. I mean, you go out there and do everything you can. I was joking with you. I don't think anybody knew that we could go as fast as Bowman went in that second round. That kind of raised the stakes for everyone, and that'll be a decent starting spot. We'll hopefully get a good pit stall out of that and go have a good race.
The stakes are higher here. We go into the round of 12 on Saturday night. You finished 10th in that first round of 16. You've talked about stepping it up. In what ways does your performance need to be better in this round?
Yeah, I think he stepped up the intensity, but yes, I misspoke. The stakes are very high, and we've got to do everything that we know we can do. We got a fast pit crew. We got the experience. I have a good record here at this racetrack. Dave Rogers is amazing on the box, so we just put it all together. We'll have a good race.
Good luck. Not only on Saturday night, but also throughout the round of 12.
Okay, thank you.
Carl Edwards will roll off 8th, Rick. Dave.
It's okay, Mike. Kyle walking back to the garage area now. Made it to the final round. What was lacking for the 18 car?
Final round was the best it was. Just overall speed, I guess. The first couple runs we were a little loose, and then that last run we were probably 1 number tight. And that's about the balance you try to look for, so you can get aggressive with the steering wheel and be able to tug on that in order to get enough steer out of the car. But the rear was locked down pretty good, so not bad. Better than I actually expected to be today with our interstate batteries, all battery center Camry. So I think we got a pretty good race car. We practiced race trim here this morning. We made sure to get some of that in, given the weather for tomorrow. So I feel pretty confident that we've got a good package, and we'll just see whether or not we feel like it's going to be a night race or a day race and judge our race adjustments based off of where we practice today.
I know it's hard to predict the weather here, but how do you and Adam prepare for either scenario?
I don't know. That's a better question for Adam, really. But for me, honestly, I feel like it'll be a night race. So I think the weather will get out of here in time for all of us to get dry and for the race to be able to happen on Saturday night. So I think just normal Saturday night procedures is what we need to do.
And does that favor you, the night race?
I would like to think so. I think, when we were here in the spring, we had a pretty good car in the All-Star race for sure. We were pretty fast there, had a shot to win until the driver sped on pit road and screwed that up. And here last year, we were okay during the day race because it ran on Sunday. And so it just all kind of depends, with what's kind of going on, where your setup's at, how the field stacks up. So with all those things, you just try to throw your best ideas at it, and Adam's pretty good at that.
All right, now I'm sure Kyle will adapt, guys.
You're not supposed to be able to give yourself a nickname, but I think Kevin Harvick has adequately given his attitude, and we could now start calling him the Bull, because that's the way he said he's going to race. That's the way he's going to have his mood for the next 11 races, and his team celebrated because they just went out and bullied the rest of the crew.